Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and do a longer video to explain areas where I kind of brushed over things really quickly in my video. Scams in voiceover booths, save your money, these do not work. So one of the things I said in the video is that physicality is important for voice acting. And for people who aren't voice actors, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, so this is an article talking about why voice actors need strong physicality, but I think you actually have to see it, right, to explain, for me to explain what I'm trying to say. So let's just go over a few things right here.
Called in booth and doing these voices, he actually physically kind of twists himself and manifests.
So this is Mark Hamill as a Joker. Look at what he's doing, right? He's actually contorting his face. He's kind of going through with his body. Here's someone in Dark Souls.
Thank you for sharing.
See how he's just like really just kind of like, or this right here. This is a scene from Transformers, right? Logan, right? Like, absolutely beautiful. And then finally, obviously here, right?
Cramping.
So what the point I'm trying to say is, like, when you have something like this
together
on your head, then it constricts your movement in terms of voice acting. So that's actually not good as a voice actor because, all right, so now let's talk about more objective things. Like this is this and this is this. So the Isovox is $1,099. You can buy acoustic panels, okay, where here, this is 3.6 inches thick, starting at $44. How many of these would you need to get to be equal to $1,000? And which do you think would give you better audio and better sound and would be better value for your money, right? Is it better value for your money to have, what is this essentially? This is a bunch of seat cushions on your head, clamped to your head. That's what it is, right? So is it better to have a bunch of seat cushions clamped to your head, or do you want to get real acoustic panels that will actually improve your audio? Right on there, when you read on their website, it says, no need to soundproof your room, sing without disturbing your neighbors. So this is actually not true. So this is basically, and a lot of reviews mention this as well. And it's not soundproofing. And I made a hilarious video talking about how to soundproof your room. And if you watch that video, you're going to realize this is not how soundproofing works. So it fails from a standpoint of soundproofing. But in my opinion, it also fails from a standpoint of acoustic treatments. And let me explain to you. So let me talk about, okay, first of all, let's listen to the sound really quickly, okay? So this is right up, it's right up, and I'm going to explain to you what's going on here.
Singing without bugging other people is really important.
It's very like boomy and kind of like boxy, right? So the reason is because, so this is how sound works. When you have a microphone in a small, really enclosed area with a ton of, they got the right idea. It's a thick and dense and soft material. That's the right idea, but it's practically touching the microphone. And so it's going to have a really kind of muffled tone to it, and it's boomy. Versus if you have something like this, where your microphone has a lot of space, but you still have that thick and dense material, this is going to sound better. So it's important to have space. The point I'm trying to say is this is free. And this is going to actually, believe it or not, sound much better than this. And it's because you have space around the microphone. You've got clothing around them that it's thick and dense and soft material, but it's not touching the microphone. You need the microphone to breathe. You need space to breathe. And let me go ahead and kind of show you an example of basically Dark Corner Studios in the box and how he sounds outside the box. And let's go from there.
This is how it sounds in the box. Now, this mic is supposed to kind of be a U87.
Kind of has like a, like, I can't explain it, right? But then when you hear him on here, listen to how he sounds.
Family-friendly name. Thank you, AKG. Thank you for not calling it.
Which sounds like more like, it sounds boomy and weird in kind of like a weird sort of way because he's in a box.
I love this mic. This mic has been...
Okay, oh yeah, this was the other point I wanted to say. Let's talk about acoustic panels versus acoustic foam. There's a difference. Contrary to popular belief, they actually cost about the same, actually. Because when you actually look at how much acoustic foam costs and how much you're putting up, when you layer this entire room with acoustic foam, it's still going to sound bad. And that's exactly what he says in the video. He says, when you actually look at the costs, they're about the same, but panels are so much better. He literally talks about it, like right about, where does he talk?
Well, for this, it was about $65, $70 for about 50 acoustic foams, I believe. And then the command strip is another $20. So you're roughly at around $100.
Basically, what he says, and what I'm trying to say too, is that when you buy acoustic foam and you put it around your room, You put all these things into it. It actually still, it's like Taco Bell. Like one taco is not enough. You got to eat more tacos. And it's still not good. That's exactly what it is. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like you need to use acoustic panels. That's what I want to say on this part. All right. So the next item I want to talk about is a tri-booth. I was wrong. It's not a scam, but I can tell you with certainty it is overpriced, right? So how much is a tri-booth? $1,500. Let's see him setting up the tri-booth. This is what he's doing. What is the difference between this, which is $1,500, versus this, which is $200? This is one blanket, or like very few blankets, and this is like you get a whole bunch of blankets. He goes over the cost here. He goes over everything here. It's about $94, and then you add the moving blankets, about $167 US dollars. And conceptually, it is literally the same concept. You got something like this, which is going to give you great sound. What is this? This is the same thing. What is the difference between this and this? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but this is portable. The other one is not. It's like, I know this is a little shocking, but this is portable too. You can actually take this apart and put it in a suitcase and it will work. So it's like, literally, there's no difference. The only difference is a $1,300 price difference in marketing.